I like to say that I basically make men superhuman.
Is this the real cause of the mortality issues in the West?
My name is Dr.Raphael, and I specialize in men's health, fertility, men's hormonal health.
One more time, what are those for?
So those four are diet, exercise, sleep, and stress management. If you have that on point, everything else.
I'm targeting the West because America is the fattest society.
That is probably one of the best predictors of early death.
It's not supposed to be happening in your 20s and 30s. It shouldn't have been happening to me at 29, 30, 39.
The medical system isn't built for optimization in that sense.
But type 2 diabetes, completely reversible.
Just wait 2-3 years, then conspiracy theories will be real.
God has a funny way of doing that.
Being healthy is so easy.
It's never too late to stop a bad decision. Bro, this is gonna be a highlight reel of wellness for people. We have known each other for how long? Over a year?
Well, the thing is, we've known each other for over a year, but...
Yeah, I remember this.
You want to tell the story?
So, what was it? I messaged you or you messaged me almost 3-4 years ago?
2017.
That's when I was a cop. Okay.
It was.
So, our journey of knowing of each other started in 2017 before I started Aspire Rejuvenation Clinic, before I got out of law enforcement. And I think I was probably just talking about health and wellness as a police officer.
Yes, I think so. You were talking about optimization and just a good lifestyle being in that stressful situation.
Yep.
And I was building my own thing with the clinic that I have in Europe and all of that. And then I think maybe I saw one of your posts. And I messaged you. And then when you messaged me on IG last year, or when you added me on IG last year.
That's right.
You saw the messages. And that was insane.
Years. I mean, there's a reason. God has a funny way of doing that.
Yeah.
You know, kind of putting those little pieces together, right?
Yeah.
So when we were first communicating 2017 on IG, I was a cop. Were you in medical school?
I was in medical school, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in medical school.
And you're a doctor now, so we have to refer to you as doctor. So it's a professional way, yeah. So real quick, and I know everything that you do. Everybody watching does not. Tell everybody what you do, who you are, give your titles, all that kind of stuff, because you're fancy, bro. The white jacket. Guys, we're friends. This is going to be a little bit of a
This is going to be great.
This is going to be a funnier podcast than you're used to, but this information is going to be awesome. Please introduce yourself with all your credentials, everything.
So my name is Dr.Raphael. I'm a medical doctor, and I specialize in men's health, men's fertility, men's hormonal health. And I like to say that I basically make men superhuman. We're talking about testosterone replacement therapy, hormones in general, all the things in what we in the medical field call endocrinology. That is what I do. And like I said, I like to make men superhuman. It's what I've been doing for the past 4 or 5 years actually, in my own practice. I started it while I was in medical school, and then I've just continued afterwards when I finished as a doctor. So that's the short description about me and what I do.
Well, you're doing research now.
Yes.
So you weren't just practicing medicine, doing some, HRT, some, optimization therapy, things like that. You're now doing research in the exact field.
Yes. So I'm actually, right now, I'm writing 2 papers. One of the papers is on weight loss and how that affects testosterone levels. And we're looking at 3 ways of weight loss: bariatric surgery, medical weight loss, and then lifestyle intervention, and how that affects testosterone and what makes testosterone and actually libido increase the most. So that's we're writing
with lowering body fat.
With lowering body fat and just lowering weight in general.
Yeah.
And that how it affects testosterone and libido increase.
Of course. Well, the fat creates estrogen, doesn't it?
That's exactly what it does.
Yeah. So you wonder why everybody in the West, what is it, 70% obesity rate and overweight? You see 70%.
Insane. Yeah. And it's only increasing. It's sick. Bro, it's sick. I mean, I talk about it all the time. People get pissed at some of the stuff that I say. Yeah. And I'm sure, you have to be a little more careful because, doctor research, me, I can say things a little bit more outlandish than you maybe can. We'll see if that's always going to be the case for you. Yeah.
But, when I see the 70% obesity rate, when I see how just overweight and sick and dying so many people are, and I'm targeting the West because America is the fattest society in the world right now. I think it's confirmed.
Yes, it is.
And probably the fattest society in history.
No, definitely in history for sure.
So when you see that, no wonder men's testosterone levels are declining at a massive rate. not, and it's not just weight gain, it's everything else we're putting in our mouths and exposed to.
Yes.
What is it? The seed oils, the PFOAs, all this, I just did plastics. What is it? Microplastics in every single person's bloodstream?
Microplastics in bloodstream, in semen. It's honestly, it's insane. And yeah.
So on these research papers, obviously the lower your body fat, the healthier you are.
100%. There is no doubt about that at all.
So, when we talk about, and this should be common sense.
And the thing is, it is common sense. It is common sense. And most people know that they have to lose weight so they can become healthier. But most people, and we have to be honest, don't want to do that work. I think we have two groups. We have one group that always blame the doctor and say, it's my doctor's fault. He doesn't give me the right medication, the right prescriptions. It's his fault I can't lose weight. And then we have the other group who know it's their fault, but they just don't want to do anything.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's always the person's fault. My opinion, what's the percent? So people fight me on this all the time. They fight me on this all the time on social media. They get all irritated. Well, you don't know everybody's medical issues and this and that. Isn't the percentage of people that actually have a verifiable medical problem that makes them gain body fat, it's like less than 1%?
I think let's be...
I don't know. I'm asking you.
Let's say 5% maybe, but that's genetic conditions in general. Maybe 5%, but that's tops. It's not more than that. I have seen countless
95% of people.
At least 95% of people. And people are like, yeah, no, I have thick bones. I used to do when I was
big boned.
I'm big boned, right? I used to do surgeries when I was.
X-rays. You ever see those?
No, it's honestly insane. I would see patients when we were doing orthopedic surgery when I was younger in medical school, and they'd be very overweight, but their bones are just as dense as everyone else's. So it's not that. And is there a difference? Yes, but it's not that 20 kilo, 40 kilo, whatever, 50, 60 pound difference. It's not that at all.
It's body fat. It's adipose tissue. It's, so this is the simple part. And I want you to go into the more medical part, more to the medical science and what you're talking about in the studies you're doing. But the basics of it, stop eating like crap.
Yeah.
Exercise.
Yes.
Outside sleep, I guess.
Sleep is important. Stress management.
Yeah, stress management. So the things that are kind of common sense.
Yes.
Don't be too stressed. Make sure you're sleeping. Don't eat like crap, and work out.
Yes.
Move.
Yes.
Move. Yeah. Even if you're walking.
So this is kind of funny because walking. So we always say you can't outrun a bad diet, right? It's impossible to outrun a bad diet, but you can almost outwalk a bad diet. Almost. You can't, but if you walk 15,000 steps every day, that has, because walking is, is zone 2 cardio.
Yep.
You are relatively burning more fat than you're burning carbs. So you're burning more fat tissue. You're also suppressing your hunger. I'm not saying that if you just walk 15,000 steps a day, you're going to lose weight, and if you still eat shit, obviously not.
Yeah, you can't eat McDonald's all day and it's not going to work.
You can't. But this is what I call the foundation. It's diet, it's exercise, sleep, and stress management. If you have that on point,
those are the 4 pillars.
Everything else.
So that's your 4 pillars.
Yes, 100%.
One more time. What are those 4?
So those 4 are diet, exercise, sleep, and stress management. That's basic.
Is there an order of importance there?
You see, it's a very good question because this is something that we could discuss. I would always say diet is very important, but then again, you can go back and say if you sleep bad, if your sleep quality isn't that good, you will have more cravings. So everyone who works nights, for example, when I used to work night shifts at the hospital, after 18-hour night shifts, I wouldn't sleep that much, and I would go home. I would crave a bunch of processed foods.
Yeah. Sugars, carbohydrates, all this stuff. Yeah,
exactly. So in that scenario, fixing your sleep is very important. But I think the diet is just so important. You could lose weight without going to the gym if you just eat the correct foods. So food is definitely one of the important ones. Mm-hmm. For exercise, obviously you're not going to build muscle if you just eat a bunch of protein. You need to go to the gym. You need to lift weights.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's hard to pinpoint the order in that sense.
Now, we're talking, so you specialize in men specifically when it comes to hormones, optimization, living this superhero or superhuman lifestyle, right? What about women? you're a doctor, so it's not like women are completely beyond your comprehension, although they're beyond most men's comprehension. They're beyond
That's another discussion.
They're beyond maybe a different podcast. We'll go on the couches next time.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a therapy session. So in my clinics, in Aspire Rejuvenation Clinic, I think we're about 42% female patient base.
Yes.
Now, I think those same 4 pillars would be the same for women, of course.
Yes.
I think for all humans, it's kind of the same.
100%.
But when it comes to hormones, women are much different.
They are, because they shift in a different way, and they have many more hormones that you have to look at the same time. They have different spikes. We say that women's cycle is 28 days and men's cycle is 24 hours.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different, but you should still stabilize that. And but obviously we know how to treat women as well.
Yeah. So when it comes to optimizing your health, I tell everybody, if you're under the age, I'm gonna say 35.
Mm-hmm.
After 35, you're starting to get into the age where you're going to have some hormone declination. Mm-hmm. And growth hormone stuff starts declining pretty rapidly after 30, doesn't it?
Yeah, and maybe even earlier.
Okay, so maybe earlier. So if you're under the age of 35, it behooves you to live a lifestyle that maximizes your hormone output.
Yes.
That's you will live longer, you'll live better. You'll be, you won't be overweight. Mm-hmm. Your sex drive is going to be great. Mm-hmm. Your skin's going to look good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Me and Dr.Raphael here, we're both 78 years old.
Why did you tell them? You shouldn't have told them.
I know. They're going to be like, hold on.
They must be 90.
Yeah. When we were in World War II.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, when it comes to making sure that you are the healthiest version of yourself before the age of 35, mm-hmm. I tell everybody at the age of 18, mm-hmm. because at 18 you're an adult, mm-hmm. kind of. Depends where you are.
Yeah, I mean, legally.
Yeah, I wasn't, but legally I was.
Yeah.
Start getting lab work. If you can get diagnostic testing, laboratory work, full hormone panels starting at 18, imagine the record you're going to have by the time you actually start seeing hormone declination.
Yes.
You're going to be able to see a pattern.
Yes.
And you'll be able to also attribute that pattern and any declination to whether it's lifestyle. Mm-hmm. Talk about my story. Night shift. I worked midnight shift for a decade in police work. Mm. Well, guess what happened towards the several years into that night shift? Yeah. Circadian rhythm is screwed.
Yeah.
Testosterone declined. And because I studied hormones and everything, I'm not a doctor, but I read every book, manuscript, medical journal on hormones, anti-aging, anabolic steroids, anything you could, because I was a bodybuilder. I wanted it for my own benefit.
Yeah.
And then when I was like, I'm feeling a little weird, I'm like, I'm getting slightly depressed. I'm gaining body fat. I'm a bodybuilder. How am I gaining body fat? My entire system is perfectly running according to how I behave, or it should be, right? So I'm eating perfectly. I'm training like an animal, and I was natural. No HRT, anything. I was a natural bodybuilder. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I know what all these signs are. So I'm starting to get depressed. I'm getting anxiety. I can't sleep. My sex drive is suffering. My skin was starting to look bad. I'm like, what the fuck what is going on?
Low T.
Low testosterone. I go and get checked. But here's the thing, and I want you to touch on this. Low T does not mean low T in the same levels for everybody, correct?
It doesn't.
Okay. I'm gonna get to this with you, because this is super important for everybody to understand. My testosterone came back. So now keep in mind, at 19 years old, we're talking 2004. Nobody's doing HRT panels. I did. 2004, my bodybuilding coach told me, because I said, I want to go on steroids. I want to be Mr. Olympia. Dumbass, right?
No, I mean, I think that's
19-year-old kid. 19-year-old kid. I'm bodybuilding. I'm in love with bodybuilding. I want to be the next Arnold Schwarzenegger. This is what 19-year-old kids do. Mm-hmm. So I told him I want to go on steroids. He said, all right, kid. He says, go get your lab work done. Here's a doctor. I get my lab work done. My total testosterone came back. I don't even think they were testing free testosterone back then properly. So my total testosterone came back 1,470 nanograms per deciliter.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty good.
Pretty high for natural. But at 19, it makes sense.
It does. It's definitely up there when you're 18, 16, 17, 18, 19, for sure.
So he looks at me, he's like, you're already naturally on steroids. Yeah. Don't touch anything.
Yeah.
So I had that testing at 19, 20, 21. They were all in that 1300 to 1500 range.
Were you bodybuilding by that point?
I was bodybuilding naturally.
Yeah, so you already had a bunch of muscle already.
Of course. Yeah. I started bodybuilding at 13 years old.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Okay, that makes sense.
So in my late 20s, I think it was 29, 30, right in there, I start to feel all these symptoms. I get my lab work done. Go to a normal doctor. The normie doctors. Don't go to normie doctors. You want to actually get optimal. I'm just going to say that out loud.
No, and so I'll just put a note to
Please.
that. That is completely true. Normal doctors, with all the respect to them, they have so many other things to do. They know so much other stuff. The medical system isn't built for optimization in that sense.
Yes.
It's not. Simply not. So you go to your GP, he will help you treat infections, he will help you treat rashes, but he will not think about getting you optimized for your hormones. Not yet. That's what we're trying to help educate on.
Yeah.
And that's maybe it's going to happen in the future, but not yet. That's not a thing. So this is why we always say a normie doctor, a normal GP,
Yep.
it's not their field of expertise, which is, it's fine. It's completely fine.
They're good at what they do most of the time.
Yes, it's true.
We'll go into that.
Yeah.
I have some bones to pick with the medical community. I'm not a doctor. You are a doctor.
Yeah.
So, but I also, my clinics employ doctors.
Yes.
So I've seen the good and the bad of the medical system. And here's the bad of the medical system, and I'm going to explain to you. I knew where my optimal level was. Most people don't. This is why I'm telling people, when you're young, please test your hormones, please.
Yeah.
Not to go on steroids or do anything else like a 19-year-old idiot does. Do it for your future because it's very important. So I go to the doctor, get tested late 20s, early 30s, right in there. I had to be 29, 30, 31, somewhere in there. And I tested at like 630.
Yeah.
So what did the doctor say?
Normal. Don't do anything.
You're normal. You're good to go. I'm like, okay, but I have this symptom, this symptom, this symptom, this symptom. And we can touch on like the major symptom for me, gaining a little bit of body fat, okay. Skin stuff, okay. Depression, anxiety, brain fog. People don't realize these are actual signs of hormone decline.
They are, yeah.
And they're major. And think about it, I'm a full-time police officer on the street.
Yes.
I think I was detached doing some task force stuff. If I'm foggy,
Yeah, that's an issue.
I can either get myself killed or get somebody else killed.
Yes.
So this is a major problem. I told the doctor, I'm like, well, I have every symptom. Like, well, I'm sorry, you don't test low enough. And I was like, I have historical data. I'm half of what I used to be, more than half of what I used to be. And it said, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So, the number, it matters to a certain extent, but it also the symptomology needs to be there too.
The symptomology is so important. We say this all the time. If you have bad numbers, but you don't have, because the opposite is also true.
100%.
If you have bad numbers, but you don't have any symptoms, there's no reason to do anything. Because
Could that be your optimal?
That could be your optimal, because we have something called androgen receptor sensitivity. So you could just be more sensitive. You could have more androgen receptors, which means that your natural level should just be a bit lower. And that's completely fine.
Yeah.
The symptomology is definitely the most important thing, but then you also need to look at the blood work. The issue there is they didn't look at the free testosterone.
Sure. Well, they did in the second test.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was both low. It was, and I mean, if my free testosterone was maxed,
Yeah.
but again, the historical data.
Yeah.
But immediately I'm discounted from the doctor's office.
Yeah.
And I'm sent away where I had to go seek clinics
Yeah.
that did hormone therapy and things like that. So I go, and in my early 30s, 30, 31, I discover testosterone therapy. Not taking steroids for bodybuilding, therapeutic testosterone therapy, because I'm a full-time cop, police officer.
Clinical therapy.
I have to perform, or people die. Like they can die if my brain is not working properly. If I'm depressed, if I'm anxious, And I remember when I was in those places, I didn't realize it until it was later. But I was drinking more because I'm depressed. You're trying to So I don't drink at all now. So thank God for that. And I remember that like everything was kind of like catastrophically failing. And I see this with people all the time in public and with the health sector. And I tell this story several times, and you're going to understand this very well because you do this with men all the time. Military guys. So law enforcement, military, they have some of the worst hormone levels because high stress, circadian rhythm is usually destroyed.
there is no
Yeah, there is no circadian rhythm. There's no rhythm.
There's no rhythm.
The rhythm is gone. It's
There's
a flat
no circadian
line.
anything.
Yeah.
They don't sleep.
Yeah, it's a flat line.
Yeah.
I had military guys coming in, and the Veterans Affairs in the United States, their healthcare system, they would not even, they didn't even check their hormones. And they have all these symptoms, and high blood pressure, high cholesterol, depression, anxiety, suicidal tendencies, you name it. Sleep problems, can't sleep. Here's some Ambien. I'm like, oh my God. So these guys would come into the clinic, and this is an early stage. This is my maybe year 2 of my clinic operating. So it'd be 2021. And he comes in and he actually has like a grocery. I'm not talking about, I'm not joking when I say grocery bag full of medications. It's a small grocery bag full of medications from the VA. We test his testosterone. His testosterone's detrimentally low, under 200. And we're like, we want to get you on testosterone therapy. He gets on TRT, nothing else. Nothing else. Within 90 days, maybe even 60 days. I think it was actually 60 days because he had a follow-up 60 days later. Off all medications. Not one, not two, all. He's off all medications. He's not suicidal. He is not depressed. He's not anxious. He reconnected with his wife. His sex drive is back. He's losing body fat. He's gaining muscle.
Yeah.
He's looking at us like, this is a miracle. You saved my life. That's his first reaction. You want to know what his second was? Anger. Furious anger that the medical system completely ignored. An obvious single problem, and instead they prescribed him all these other drugs that were just Band-Aids.
Yeah, it's really an issue. We have a lot of Band-Aid prescriptions. We really do, especially when you have most people with hypertension, so too high blood pressure. That for most people who don't have kidney issues or heart issues should be dealt with weight loss. That is the single one thing that everyone should do. If they have higher blood pressure, they should lose weight because it's a sign of insulin resistance. It's not a sign that something is wrong inside your body. Well, it is a sign that something is wrong in your body, but it's something that you can do. You can work with it.
Yeah.
You can lose weight, and then you'll drop the heart rate and the blood pressure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, also diabetes.
Oh.
Diabetes reversal is 100% real.
For type 2.
Type 2.
Yes. Yeah.
Type 1 is different. Type 1 is a malfunction.
Yes.
That's a different thing. And, did you see the Chinese study? They said that they have a cure for type 1.
Yeah. So
it's a gene therapy, though. So it's
and that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's gene therapy because diabetes type 1 is autoimmune, and there's an issue with the pancreas. You can't secrete insulin. So it's a little bit different.
Yeah. But type 2 diabetes, completely reversible.
Yes.
And it's also completely preventable.
For sure.
So people that think diabetes is this horrible, horrible disease that comes to you out of nowhere.
And that runs in the family without you being able to do anything about it.
The problem is that no one runs in your family.
That's the exact problem.
Honestly.
That's it. Or lift weights.
The reason diabetes runs in your family is because nobody runs in your family.
That's true.
Sorry, it sounds mean. It's true.
That's true, yeah.
So diabetes. Explain diabetes to people in just the most general term, because I think a lot of people don't understand what diabetes even is. So I don't think they understand how it works, how it happens, what's going on in the body, and how easily correctable it actually is.
Yes. So diabetes is metabolic dysfunction, which means you're putting on too much weight. Your pancreas is secreting more and more insulin because you're getting a bunch of carbs. You're eating a bunch of carbohydrates, a bunch of sugars, processed foods, and so your cells become insensitive to that insulin. This is why we call it insulin resistance. And what also happens is you put on more fats, and especially the adipose tissue around the visceral, the organs, the visceral fat.
Is that belly?
It's the belly. Yeah, it's that belly. It's the fat around the organs, the inner organs here, which is, that is probably one of the best predictors of early death.
Well, they say that adipose tissue, obesity in general, is a number one precursor to early death. And disease.
Yes, and that's because it's metabolic disease. And so you have metabolic disease, and then you have different branches of that. You have diabetes, you have heart disease, you have liver disease. NAFLD, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, comes from metabolic dysfunction. So that's also one of them.
Wow.
So, because obviously the most common thing for people who have liver disease is because they drink too much alcohol.
Sure.
But if you don't drink alcohol, you can have non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. That comes from eating too many processed foods. So your liver, because your liver is the only place where you can metabolize fructose,
sure,
which is one of the sugars we have. And so when you have that overload, your liver cannot it doesn't have the capacity to metabolize enough. And so you get a bunch of fat around the liver as well. This is what we call steatosis. So metabolic dysfunction is, again, it's one of those...
It's like a perpetual negative feedback loop.
It's negative circle you get into.
Yeah.
Also because in the mind, you have this negative feedback loop in the mind by eating, you eat carbs, whatever, processed foods, you get a dopamine hit, you feel happy, then you feel like, can I say shit?
You can, bro, you can swear on here if you want. I'll beep you out. Get the swear counter in the bottom of the screen.
1, 2, 3. Yeah. No, you'll feel very, very bad.
Yeah.
Afterwards, and so you get into that negative loop, and you build up more visceral fats, which makes it even harder for you because then your testosterone dumps.
Yep.
Because now you have the aromatase activity. Aromatase is an enzyme that takes your testosterone and converts it to estrogen. This is a huge, huge issue, not only because you lose your testosterone,
Yep.
you increase your estrogen, and you also, at the same time, you lower the signaling from the brain because of the estrogen acting on the brain, on the hypothalamus, and then that leads to secretion of less testosterone, a production of less testosterone.
It's a wild feedback scenario that people just really aren't paying attention to.
Yeah.
So when we talk about diabetes, when we talk about insulin resistance, we talk about all this. When I say it's correctable, one way it's very correctable is lifestyle.
Yes.
Stop eating certain foods.
Yes.
Stop. Not stop. Start moving. Exercise.
Yeah.
Stop being sedentary. Yeah. So stop being sedentary. The other one would be, I guess,
Sleep.
Sleep. Yeah.
I think sleep is very important.
Yeah.
Because again, sleep sets you up for the day. So when you sleep good,
I gotta show you, bro. You're gonna love this. Go ahead, please continue.
Yeah. So sleep sets you up for the day. This is going back to the story about the night shifts and working nights and all this. When you don't sleep, you will wake up in the morning craving bad foods, the processed foods. Yeah. That's
3
nice.
hours REM,
That's
bro.
nice. That's very good.
3 hours.
Yeah, that's very good. Especially in a city like Dubai.
Bro, I sleep like a baby here.
Yeah,
I don't know
amazing.
why. Yeah.
That's
So this is, I'm doing my Whoop tracker here. I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
can see this or not.
And we both use the Whoop. I use the Aura.
Yeah.
And tracking is obviously also one of the best ways to measure. We're talking about doing blood work, but tracking using these smart trackers is also very, very important, just to know where your baseline is. Not to look at it and wake up and say, okay, the score is low today, so I must feel bad.
I was just talking to somebody about that, bro. I love Whoop. I think it's great.
Yeah.
I used to use the Aura Ring, by the way.
Yeah.
And I did that. Either one is good.
Yeah.
The only reason I don't use the Aura Ring is because I want to wear it when I'm lifting weights. And lifting...
You see this?
Yeah. Yeah, your fingers messed up because
black,
of this.
but this is gray.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
titanium is gone.
Yeah, so, doing that. But like here, it says that my recovery is 65%.
Yeah.
Even though I slept amazing.
Yeah.
Is my recovery really 65%? They're guessing with an algorithm.
Yes,
So...
exactly.
Don't take it to heart.
No.
Just use it for some kind of tracking, just so you can kind of understand relatively how you're doing.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just a little bit of data, just like blood work is.
It's very good for systematic tracking overall, so you can get in tune with how you feel and then what that means in score. Sometimes I'll have a low score, but I'll feel amazing.
I just had this happen a couple weeks ago. It said I had a 20% recovery rate. I'm like, well, I feel amazing.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I'm not going to pay attention to Whoop today.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Yeah.
Understand how you feel.
Yeah.
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 So on hormone decline,
Yes.
this is a natural thing for the most part.
Yes.
It's not supposed
It
to be
is.
happening
It
in your
is.
20s
Yeah.
and 30s.
Yeah.
Really.
No, definitely not.
It shouldn't have been happening to me at 29, 30, 31. That was lifestyle cost.
Yes.
Well, some people are going to say, and I would understand this argument, what do I do, Doc? Like, what do I do? What do I do if I have to work night shift? This is how I support my family. This is how I feed myself. This is how, my family starves if I don't do this job. It's my only thing.
Yeah.
So what do you tell somebody like that? Is HRT just going to be an inevitable thing for them early? Sometimes I think yes. Sometimes I think you can combat it. I always tell people I prefer them to fix it in the most natural way possible.
Yeah.
And I'm telling people, I don't want you in my clinic. If you're doing the right things, you shouldn't be in my clinic before the age of 40 or so.
Yes, 100%.
If you are coming in and you're in your 30s, God forbid you're in your 20s, unless you have a severe HPTA problem.
Yeah.
You know, your hypothalamus, pituitary axis, like if that's messed up, then yeah, you need to be on HRT. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's going to keep you alive longer.
Yeah.
But if you're in your 20s and 30s, it's 99.9% your fault based on what your lifestyle is.
Yes, 100%.
So is somebody kind of like just screwed if that's kind of the lifestyle they live?
I mean, they're not, because
Is HRT the right thing for them is my question.
So it's a hard question, because it's obviously personalized to every single man out there. If you want to have kids, you should not be on TRT. That's one of the first things that you have to remember. I think you should still work on the foundations. Even though your lifestyle isn't that good, it's not optimal, it's fine. Every man, I believe, goes through a period where their lifestyle isn't optimal. Whether that's because they're working a lot, they're stressed, whatever, going through something in life, every man goes through that. But you should still strive to build a good foundation.
Yeah.
So eat as good as possible, even though you're not sleeping properly. Train as good as possible. I'll give a very practical thing to do. What I used to do after coming home from night shift was going straight to the gym. Straight to the gym.
Wow.
Yes, because that can help you reset your circadian rhythm. So I would do that, because I would obviously only work one night shift a week, sometimes two, because there would be 18 hours.
Sure.
So I wouldn't do those 7-day, 5-day shifts of night shifts every day. But that's one practical thing you could do after getting home from a night shift, is going strictly to the gym. That can help you with resetting the circadian rhythm.
And obviously, make sure you're set up for success for sleep.
Yeah.
Dark room.
Yes.
Cold.
Cold. No noise.
Yeah. Minimal noise. Although, what do you think about some of those noisemakers and like the Hertz machines, things like that? Do they help?
I mean, they can help.
Okay.
Yeah, they can help.
Because I have really bad tinnitus in my ears. Gunshots.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I have bad tinnitus, especially in this left ear, because I have like maybe 60 or 70% hearing loss in this one. So if you guys talk to me on this side of my head, I can't hear you. But when I'm sleeping, I'll get that bad ringing.
Yes.
Which there's nothing you can do about it.
No, it's impossible.
It's impossible to fix.
Yeah.
So what I do is I'll play like these either rain sounds or soothing sounds. That doesn't seem to disrupt my sleep. Is it something that people can use?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
The white noise. Even.
White noise machines.
White noise machines. I can't remember what.
I keep them real low. Real low.
Yes. No, and you should.
Yeah.
You should. Because you don't want it to distract you from falling asleep. You don't want to just focus on that and then you can't fall asleep. Then it's going to be impossible. Having it in the background so you don't think about your tinnitus, that's good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think people have a hard time shutting their brains off at night.
Yes.
I've heard this from a lot of people.
They do, but that's because this is one of the things that you need to do. You shouldn't be on screens an hour before going to sleep.
I say 2.
2 is even better.
Yeah, I say
2 is even better.
I say it's actually it's actually on my list.
Yeah.
I have a list.
Yeah.
I just made this not even a week ago. You'll like this. Tomo's top 10 things to avoid for optimal health. And I'm put this in order of importance for me. So I want you to hear the list and then you let me know if I'm off. Number 1, seed oils.
Yes.
Number 2, BPA and phthalates. Number 3, processed food.
Yes.
Number 4, toxic personal care products. 5, polyester and petroleum-based fabrics. Me and you were talking about this. We just got full cotton Candoras.
Yes.
Number 6, artificial sweeteners and additives.
Yeah.
Number 7, environmental pollutants, air pollutions, heavy metals, things like that. Things it's hard to avoid in some areas.
Here it's impossible.
Yeah. Number 8, blue light exposure at night.
Yes.
1 to 2 hours before bed, you should be avoiding screens. Number 9, excessive alcohol. That could probably go up. It probably could go up a few spots. Excessive alcohol, I think, is really...
It's
and
not
we're talking
good for
about excess.
anything.
It's literally poison.
It literally is poison.
Yeah.
It's the first thing that your body tries to flush when you drink it.
Yeah. And number 10, chronic sleep deprivation. It's not something you intake, but it's something that causes a problem.
Yeah.
Do you think seed oils are one of the number 1 problems for health right now?
For sure. I mean, the omega-6 ratio is, too many people, well, most people, are ingesting too many omega-6s compared to omega-3s. This, we know, creates more inflammation in the body.
This is what I have written. Highly inflammatory, oxidize easily, producing lipid peroxides?
Yeah,
lipid peroxides. Okay, so what is that? Explain that a little bit.
So it's just a marker of inflammation.
Got it. So inflammation markers.
Yes.
Damages cell membranes and mitochondria.
Yes.
Think about that implication. So
Yes.
you're eating these seed oils and you're actually damaging your mitochondria.
This could be one of the reasons that people, when they go to the beach, they'll get red skin, they'll get burnt skin, because they're probably eating processed oils.
Guess when I stopped getting burned?
When you stop eating vegetable oils.
I stopped getting sunburn. I don't get sunburn. I have to be out for hours.
Yes.
To get sunburn.
Yes.
And it's never as bad as it used to be.
No.
After I stopped eating these toxic seed oils.
Yeah.
And do you see some of these doctors are saying, no, that is showing that seed oils are better than
Heart
animal
healthy. Heart healthy. Yeah, they're not.
I want to throw my phone off a building when I see a medical doctor say that. And by the way, that was all a scam through American Heart Association. You ever see that? You ever see a study?
Yeah.
Like the history of it?
Yeah.
If you guys don't know this, look it up.
Yeah.
The American Heart Association was paid off by Big Food to do this, to tell you to eat margarine and canola oil and seed oils over animal fats. And they told you that animal fats cause high cholesterol. By the way, at the same time, they came out with miracle cholesterol drugs.
Exactly.
Try this. It'll get your cholesterol lower. And they lowered the testing threshold for cholesterol on your labs. They used to say 300 total cholesterol was healthy. Now it's 200.
Yeah.
Guess what your entire body processes, including your hormones and including your brain, run on? Cholesterol.
Yeah. The backbone of testosterone is cholesterol. You need cholesterol. Every single cell you have needs cholesterol in the cell membrane. This is what causes it to be stable, so you can't get a bunch of things going in and out of the cell. You need that cell integrity. You're not getting that with vegetable oils.
Is this the real cause of the mortality issues in the West? Is this the real cause for hormone declination, specifically in the West, but also globally? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to backtrack.
Yeah.
And you ever see those? Actually, we should show the pictures or videos. There's a picture side by side of a beach in America in 2025 and a beach in America 60s, in 1960s before seed oils.
Yeah.
Everybody was sexy, fairly jacked, thin, lean, right? Women
were lean as well. Yeah.
Women were lean. Yeah. The men were lean. Everybody looked athletic and healthy.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah.
Oh, also, nobody was bald.
No, that's true.
It was weird.
Yeah,
it was a weird, bro. I think America and Western culture and Western capitalism.
Yeah.
I think Western predatory capitalism, and I love capitalism.
So do I.
I'm a capitalist.
It's
I'm
one
a
of the
business
best
owner.
ways to have a society.
We're here in Dubai.
Yes.
You think Dubai's not capitalist?
It's definitely capitalist.
100%.
Yeah.
Guess what the most capitalist country in the world is?
U.S.?
China. Oh, yeah. Look it up.
That's true.
You know, so I love capitalism, but predatory capitalism where they just put profits over everything.
Yeah.
This, I swear, I think we can backtrack every major health issue, including cancers, the prevalence of major heart disease, incline in the population, to the introduction of like these seed oils and these plastics and these toxic petroleum-based chemicals,
for sure,
even in our clothing.
For sure.
We killed our endocrine systems.
And we were making it even worse. And so we're talking a lot about the 60s. In 1971, the U.S. also went off the gold standard. And I think, so there's this meme online, obviously on X, on Twitter, that, they'll have some type of graph, and then they'll pinpoint 1971, and then after 1971, everything just crashes or goes up, whatever that means in terms of health declining or more diseases.
Disease inclined.
Yeah. Health decreased.
Health decreased. Yeah. I think the value of the dollar started slowly going down.
Yeah.
It was all. It almost looks like it was by design.
Maybe.
Do we have tinfoil hats? Anybody? Are they under the table? We need a. Yeah. We'll try not to get into conspiracy theory. By the way, all my conspiracy theories came true.
It's funny, isn't it? It's funny. You just wait 2-3 years, then conspiracy theories will be real.
Conspiracy facts.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's a whole nother.
Listen, let's get into the mainstream medical thing. I don't want to call out all medicine or all doctors, but you went to medical school recently. I know you didn't go Denmark is still Western.
No, it's definitely Western.
Okay, so when I think of Western, I think of the United States. Yeah. America's a mess, by the way. Yeah. It's a mess. I love America because I was born there. I was proud to be an American and gave my family the opportunity, first generation American. I'm grateful to have been born there. I'm grateful for my family to flee communism to come there. But it's become slightly lost. It started to get a little weird. whatever side of the political spectrum you are, it's, you know, it's whatever. But so when I say the West, I'm talking about, you know, America specifically,
Yeah.
UK as well.
Yeah.
So in Denmark, you go to medical school. And in Denmark, are they teaching you preventative, regenerative type medicine, or are they doing what I see every doctor doing, which is basically, I mean, a pill for every ill? You know, the Band-Aid operation of medicine, where it's like, well, no, don't fix their cholesterol through lifestyle. Give them a cholesterol medication.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So is that what you experience as well, or is Denmark maybe a little more advanced than that?
I think it's pretty much the same all around the West.
Yeah.
Now, I was very happy going to medical school in Denmark. The education is so good.
I heard it's far superior
Yeah.
than in America. That's what I hear. I hear the European
know.
education systems, specifically for the high level education, seems to be surpassing the U.S. at this point. Where
the
U.S. used to be the
university-
gold standard.
Yeah, I mean, you obviously have the Ivy League universities, which are some of the top ones in the world.
I don't know, bro. I don't know anymore. These Ivy League ones become
Yeah.
brainwashing
Yes.
campuses
And
for
that's it.
liberal agendas.
That's the thing now.
Yeah.
Right? Back when I was going to medical school, I don't think it was such a huge issue. in the
64 years
same-
ago, when you were
back in the 1800s.
we're vampires.
Don't tell them. No, I think so. The way they do it is they taught us about how the healthy body works first,
Yep.
and then they teach us how what does it look like when the healthy body becomes sick, and what should you do about it. Now, obviously, we learned that most people should try to do lifestyle intervention. They should lose weight. They should work out. They should do all these things.
Sure.
It's everyone knows this, but we also know, and I think this is a thing when you become older as a doctor. Maybe you're a little bit pessimistic about patients because you see so many patients. So you start as a young doctor, you're very optimistic. You
You're
believe
excited.
that
Yeah.
everyone will just, lose weight and go to the gym and then they will solve their problem, right? But after meeting more and more patients, you find out that most guys, most patients, most people don't take responsibility for their own health. And so maybe you become a bit more pessimistic, and that's when you start prescribing medicine and just be like, okay, take this pill, don't do anything. And then you forget that you could actually solve this problem by losing weight, by exercising.
I have a big issue with a lot of doctors that I see, older ones. And yes, I'm calling you out. I don't care. You can be mad about it. If I see a doctor who is obese, if I see a doctor who's chain smoking cigarettes outside of the hospital, now I understand doctors have a hard job. I get it. But I'm big on practicing what you preach.
Mm-hmm.
If you're telling me, like, it's almost like you don't, what's the saying? You don't trust a fat personal trainer.
Yeah.
And you don't trust a skinny chef.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Although I know a couple of chefs that are excellent,
Yeah.
that are jacked, bro.
Yeah.
They come to my Orlando clinic. There's one guy at a restaurant called The H. If you come to Orlando, we'll go there. Turkish place, amazing food.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's shredded six pack. First time I met him, I'm like, "You're the chef?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I don't believe you eat your own food." I'm like, "You're not fat enough for this." He's laughing, and he's like, "Never trust a skinny chef." He knows the saying, right?
Yeah, that's true.
But when I have a bone to pick with doctors that that really are not only practicing what they preach. I come into a clinic or I come into a hospital or I come see a doctor for whatever reason, and the doctor that I'm looking at
Yes.
that's telling me how to be healthy and telling me I need to take these pills is 100 pounds overweight.
Yeah.
Who are you to tell me anything?
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. So I'll say this to be devil's advocate. Obviously, you have some of these.
I'm not saying he's not smart.
No,
Yeah.
that's it. Because some of these doctors are very, very specialized. They're very, very smart at doing this one thing in whatever specialty they're in.
Yeah.
But then not being able to take care of your health is obviously, it's a bad luck. I agree.
It's a bad look for me. I can't. It's like I can't trust somebody
I get it.
that isn't even trying.
Yeah. I saw one of my first days as a medical student, I saw this cardiologist, heart doctor, right? For lunch. He was definitely 30, 40 kilos, whatever, 60, 80 pounds overweight, eating a burger for lunch. And it was a very small patty. There wasn't even that much meat, which we always talk about, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't even that. Then I had another doctor who, so I was doing intermittent fasting. I was eating my first meal for lunch, and she was probably 40 kilos overweight as well, 40, 50 kilos, 100 pounds overweight. She comes to me, she's like, you know that intermittent fasting isn't healthy. And she looks like this. And I'm lean. I'm muscular.
That's my problem. That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, that's the cognitive dissonance there is a little bit off. How do you even say that out loud?
Yeah. As a doctor?
Yeah. Yeah. But she was older than me and she was one of the senior doctors, whatever. But still, that is cognitive dissonance at best. And it's not a good look.
No.
But obviously, some of these people are very, very smart. They're some of the smartest people in their specialty. But that first impression you get when you meet every single person that you ever meet is not good. It's not a good look.
Yeah. So I want to go through a couple, I want some people to get some real good pointers from you.
Yeah.
Because you do this. You're not only doing this from a medical side, you're doing this from a lifestyle side, not just for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're in great shape. You live the lifestyle. You are doing research on this, Yes, it's specifically targeted towards men, but, yes, women are wildly different, but we're still humans.
Oh, for sure.
The basics are still the basics.
No, and 80% of it is the same.
So, on some, maybe give people some pointers, your top 5 lists of hormones to pay attention to, your top 5 lists of foods to eat, and maybe foods not to eat.
Yeah.
Things like that. I would love to hear some of these from you. I'll give you some input on them as well, but I think it would be really valuable for people to kind of hear what your perspective is.
Yeah. I think for food, and that's probably one of the most important things because you can actually control that. So the top 4 foods that I would eat would definitely be fish. So it's fully fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, red meats like ground beef. It can be lamb. That's amazing. Then I would also eat oysters because of the micronutrients in oysters.
Okay.
And eggs.
Eggs.
Eggs are so important.
Aren't eggs the most highly absorbed complete protein out there in meats?
Yeah.
Or not meats, in any protein source?
So the best one is actually whey protein that has the highest, if we're talking bioavailability.
Okay. I don't do protein shakes.
No.
I'm anti-protein shakes.
Yes, and I get that.
Yeah.
But for some people, it makes sense if they don't have, the proper logistics.
To supplement supplement the protein if you need to get the protein.
If you need it. But it shouldn't be one of the basics at all. But eggs are amazing. I mean, eggs are the basis of life, right? So it's amazing. Both the yolk and the egg white.
Stop eating egg whites. I'm sorry. I'm a bodybuilder. I've done it. I did the egg white thing. Oh, it's all protein.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed I ever did that. Eat the whole egg.
Eat the whole egg.
But my cholesterol, doctor.
Yeah. So your cholesterol, and actually new science is coming out on this. There is this theory called the lean mass theory, where you're looking at people's cholesterol levels, usually young men who are lean and muscular, they have high cholesterol. This theory is describing that the high cholesterol is more, it looks more like, it describes more that this is how the body actually utilizes fat as an energy source, than it's a risk factor for high blood pressure or some of these metabolic diseases. This is why we always look at the triglycerides to HDL ratio in a fasted state. That's a way better marker of metabolic risk and metabolic health than just looking at cholesterol.
Wow.
Way, way better.
Yeah, so again, these diagnostics, and people don't know this.
No.
This is why doctors like you are important. This is why clinics like mine are important. This is why, I'm saying clinics like mine, not my clinic. You don't have to come to my clinic. Just go to a good one. I'm not everywhere yet.
Someday.
Yet.
You will be. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I've heard the plan.
Yeah, we're in Dubai, by the way. We're filming this from Dubai. By the way, bro, Dubai.
Yes.
Health and wellness in Dubai is going to be, I think this is going to be the health and wellness capital of the world by 2030.
Oh, for sure.
Personal opinion.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you have His Highness advocating this so much, doing a lot of these things.
Owns Whoop, by the way. Owns part of Whoop.
He's 44, 45?
He's 3 years older than me, so he's 43 or 44 maybe. He might have just had a birthday. This guy looks like he's 25.
He looks 25. It's insane. When I found out,
pull up a picture of Sheikh Hamdan. The guy is a stud, and inshallah we get to meet him.
Inshallah,
yeah. So we get to meet him. If God gives us that opportunity,
yes,
I think that it's going to be amazing. I would love to show him, what I'm doing from the clinic. I'm sure you'd love to show him the research that you're doing over in Denmark.
Yeah.
It's going to be so cool, bro.
Yeah,
and
sure.
I know you're going to be Denmark, and you come here a lot in Dubai.
Yeah, I go back and forth. Copenhagen, Denmark.
Yeah.
It's impossible not to love this place. When you love being able to help other people and really make it, because everyone here, there's someone.
Yeah.
Everyone here is someone. You don't come here without being anyone.
That's a good point.
Right? Everyone is someone when they come here. They want to attract good people. They want to build. They want to build something. They want to become better. So if you don't like Dubai, if you don't love Dubai, it's probably because you're not wanting to improve your life.
Just throw the mic down, bro.
I mean, because there's competition as well. The competition
It's
here
amazing.
is hard.
It's amazing.
And that's beautiful.
Well, for guys like us,
Yes.
we love competition.
Yes.
We compete over suits at Custom Made Reality.
Yeah.
Jewel was telling me, if you guys don't know Jewel Sullivan, owns Custom Made Reality Tailors. He's just a tailor, I promise.
Just a
tailor. He's got this board of people, how many suits everybody buys. And he was telling me, he's like, I saw Mike jumped over.
I saw that.
So Mike jumped over me.
You got the rainbow. You got the rainbow?
He gave me the rainbow. So Mike jumped over me, and I immediately texted Jewel. I said, order 5 more suits. And he said, he's like, I've never seen pieces of felt worth pennies motivate people to buy $1,000 plus suits over and over again. But it's just male competition.
Yes.
That's what Dubai is all about. All right, so we went over. Sorry, we've got a sidetrack, guys. We went over the foods that you should be eating.
Yes.
You didn't mention any healthy fats, but I know animal fats are healthy. We know this, right?
Yes.
So you didn't mention any specific healthy fats, carbohydrates, sugars, fruits. I eat kiwi at night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's good for digestion.
Yes.
It also helps increase melatonin, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a precursor.
Yeah.
So
So,
some of this,
so I do that. I eat a little bit of kiwi. I'm mostly eating meats and fruits.
Yes.
Is that kind of the best type of diet, or is it really individual?
I mean, it's not really that individual. It's not.
Okay.
It's not, because we are 99%. So our genetic makeup is 99% alike, which means that most of us will thrive eating the same things. Evolutionary, we evolved by eating meat.
Yeah.
The reason that our brains grew bigger than the monkeys is because we ate more fats. So that's why our brain grew bigger. So the animal-based fats, saturated fats, I'm going to say it. Cholesterol. It's in the brain. You need it. You need it for hormones. It's the precursor for all hormones, all sex hormones. So you definitely need it.
Mm-hmm.
Fruits can be good, for sure. Yeah. But animal-based foods, these were the foods that I mentioned, the animal-based foods.
Yeah.
Those are so important. Basing your diet off of animal-based foods, that's the most important thing you can do. And then you can add carbs. You can add rice if you want to. Mm-hmm. You can add potatoes if you want to. But all the processed carbs, that's where the issue is.
Well, yeah. I talked about bread on a podcast recently.
Yeah.
How many ingredients take to make bread? I'll give you guys a second. 4. 4. Yeah. Flour, water, yeast, salt.
Yes.
There's your 4 ingredients. And you can even cut out the salt. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
You want salt in your bread.
Yeah.
So 4 ingredients. Mm-hmm. What's the average loaf of bread ingredient count? I think it's 16. What are they putting in this?
Yes. It's not bread. It's not bread. And some of it is actually cake because they put so much sugar in it. Yes.
Yeah.
So this is why if you want to eat bread, go to Italy. Eat Italian bread.
Guess what?
Sourdough bread.
Guess what? I go to Italy. I eat pizza. I eat pasta.
Yeah.
When I was drinking wine. Mm-hmm. I lost weight. Mm-hmm. I didn't gain weight. You go eat one slice of pizza in the United States, I feel like shit.
Yeah. Yeah, because they put so much shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the flour is obviously not good quality. And then all the other preservatives and everything like that in there.
Glyphosate. We haven't even talked about
glyphosate, all these other things, all right. So what are the top 4 things to avoid when eating? And guys, it's annoying. You're going to have to look at your ingredient lists.
Yeah.
And when you're at a restaurant, you're going to have to ask what things are being cooked in.
Yes.
I tell everybody, and I swear I do this. I actually got this from, what's his name? Sorry, let me look it up because I don't want to misquote who gave this to me. Christian Aghop.
Uh-huh.
One of our brothers.
Yes.
So Christian, he was on my podcast and he told me, he's like, I go into every restaurant. He said, and to avoid seed oils, he said, I make them understand. He's like, and
I'm allergic.
He's like, I am so allergic to seed oils that I will die in your restaurant.
Yeah.
And he says this.
Yeah.
So I started using that.
Yeah.
And I said, do not cook any of this food with seed oils. I'll die. I have a severe allergic reaction. What do we cook it in? Butter or olive oil?
Yeah.
And now even olive oil, you have to be careful.
Yes, because not most of it is pure.
Most of it is actually 51% olive oil. They can call it olive oil. They can do that with honey too. This is in the West.
Really?
If it's 51%, they can call it honey.
I didn't know that.
If it's 49%, they have to disclose how much sugar and it's honey flavored.
Yeah.
Yeah, be very aware. There's a lot of tricks out there. It's all marketing.
There are. Yeah.
So what are the top 4 things to avoid in your diet to give you optimal health?
Processed foods. So we're talking about looking at the ingredients list. Processed foods. Look at the back of whatever you're buying. But this is also a good rule of thumb. If you're buying something in a plastic bag or in a cardboard box, that's probably not real food. So don't buy it at all.
Yeah.
So processed foods, too many sugars, alcohol, and all the additives.
Yeah.
Obviously also the oils, vegetable oils, you really want to avoid that.
Yeah, the seed oils are detrimental.
Yeah.
Yeah, like honestly, and people come at me all the time, and I guarantee someone's gonna want to talk some shit and say, "Oh, Tomo, you're just on this seed oil trend and this and that." It's literally toxic. It's actually causing you.
It's causing inflammation in the body.
And what's the number 1 precursor for disease?
Inflammation. Yeah.
We solved all your health problems. Thank you, Dr. Raphael. Right?
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's true. And I'll say this, because we mentioned inflammation, you'll have people with joint pain. And I saw orthopedic surgeon actually say this on X a few days ago. If you have joint pain, it's most likely due to inflammation and not due to some issue with the joint itself. You can heal that by cutting out waste products in your food, cutting out processed foods, cutting out sugars.
Wow.
That will lower inflammation, and if you have knee pain, if you have shoulder pain, whatever you have, back pain, that can solve it. That's the inflammation.
Wow.
Yeah, it's insane.
Any other, actually, you know what? I want to do this real quick. Before you get into your last list, before we wrap this up, I want you to rate some diets for me.
Let's do it.
Okay?
Let's do it.
So we're going to go through some diet trends.
Uh-huh.
And you rate them what you think they are. So 10 being the absolute best, perfect diet, which I don't think any of them are really perfect.
No.
And 1 or 0 being the least.
Yes.
Okay? Mm-hmm. So first one, Atkins diet.
6, 7.
Okay. Second one, carnivore diet.
That's a good 8.5, 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vegan diet.
0. Minus 100. Don't ever be vegan. Don't ever be vegan. This is.
Can you explain this real quick?
Please, in all seriousness, please don't be vegan, because most vegan food is processed, and you're not getting your vitamins, you're not getting your minerals, you're not getting the proper proteins. Honestly, I get mad when I talk about this, because there is so much propaganda, so much marketing about vegan food, vegan milk, almond milk, whatever, all this bullshit.
Oat milk was my favorite. How do you milk oats?
And how much oil do you have to put in oat milk to drink it?
A lot.
Right? It's insane. Veganism, please don't be vegan. And it's not good for the environment. It's actually worse due to monocrop.
Yeah, it actually kills a lot of the environment. Yeah,
Yes.
You're right. What about vegetarian?
So you can eat fish when you're vegetarian, right?
No,
You
that's
can eat eggs.
pescatarian. You can eat eggs.
You can eat eggs.
Yeah, so you can eat eggs and cheese and dairy when you're vegetarian.
Okay. I mean, if your whole diet is based on eggs and dairy, then it's maybe a 4 or 5.
Okay.
But
You're still missing a lot.
you're missing a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What other kind of diets do we have? I mean, I'll say pescatarian, which is the fish-based diet.
Yeah. Pescatarianism is good, but due to the way that we farm most fish, you can get heavy metal intoxication.
Got it. Okay.
So that's an
mercury and heavy metals and
Yes.
things like. Okay.
Yes.
So be careful with the pescatarianism.
Yes. Salmon, mackerel, fish is good. Tuna, amazing. But you can't just eat fish every day.
Yeah. Okay. So it seems like the extreme levels of the diets, but some people will consider carnivore extreme.
Yeah.
But is carnivore the most maybe human natural based diet that
definitely
we
the cleanest
should
diet.
be doing it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I like to do a modified carnivore.
Yeah.
Where I'm mostly carnivore.
Yep.
But I do eat a small amount of vegetables.
Yeah.
I eat fruit.
Yeah.
You know, I'll have some carbs on occasion. It's not like I'm cutting it out. I think the diets that people cut out complete food groups, veganism.
Yeah.
Veganism. Nothing animal based.
No.
Which is by the way, I love you vegans when you're carrying your leather purses and your seats in your car are leather and everything that you have to do with is non-vegan.
You got the newest iPhone?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There's a bunch of people that are doing this vegan thing.
Yeah.
And they're now going back to normal diets.
Yes.
Because they made themselves so sick.
Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah, I mean, you can die from being vegan.
Would you see the kids? Did you ever see that story? Horrible. Yeah, I mean, those parents should be in prison forever.
I actually think that they put some of them in prison.
They did.
I think they did.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
I think they did.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not good for a growing child, it's not good for you guys.
No.
Veganism will kill a child.
Yes.
It'll kill.
And an adult, but it'll take longer time.
Sure, it'll take longer time for an adult. But if it's killing children, it's clearly not the right diet.
Yeah.
And
it doesn't make sense from an evolutionary perspective either. I mean, look at all the tribes. None of the tribes eat plants only. None. And you don't even have the digestive system to do that. People look at those big monkeys, the gorillas.
Yeah.
Gorillas eat bananas only. Yeah, but the gorilla has a different GI system.
Well, also gorillas aren't vegan because they will kill and eat other monkeys.
Yes.
Brutal. True. Chimpanzees as well.
True.
Yeah, they're actually omnivorous.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just mostly eat plants.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other listicles that you can give to people that'll kind of help them? Your top 5 tips to stay healthy, your top 5 tips to stay optimal.
Yeah.
Maybe your top hormones to pay attention. I don't know. Anything that you can give people where they can get some easy change in their life, because I think people get a little bit stressed out with podcasts like ours, like this, with information. It's a lot. We're laying a lot of heavy information down on you.
Yes.
And we don't want to stress you out. We just want to express the importance.
Yes.
The importance of wellness and longevity, it's paramount. I told you I have a big problem with obese people. Why do I have a big problem? I see them as monumentally disrespectful to their creator, to God. We believe in God. Okay? If you don't believe in God, I don't know what to tell you. If you believe in a higher power at all or a creator, you are disrespecting his creation.
Yes.
By not taking care of this body. If you're not taking care of your body, if you're obese, if you're sedentary, you're lazy, you're not striving for more, do you even love your family? I will combat you on that. Do you even love your children?
That's a very good point.
That's
a very good point.
It's going to piss people off.
Yeah.
But I hope it does. I hope it's a wake-up call, right?
It should be. It should be, because most people are just, when they don't take care of their health, dying faster. And so we talk about lifespan, which is increasing your life, and then health span, which is increasing the quality of the time you have here. At least try to improve your health span by being as healthy as possible. So when you have kids, grandkids, whatever it may be, you can be there for them.
Yeah.
You can play with them. You can have enough energy to be there. Why wouldn't you do that?
I have a friend, when I was in my early 30s, he's like, you better start having kids. He's like, you're not going to be able to play with them when you're 40. I'm 40 now.
Yeah.
I'm in better shape now than I've been in years.
Yeah.
I have a soon-to-be 2-year-old daughter. I'm planning on seeing her walk down the aisle. God help the guy who's going to take her on her first date, by the way, or marry her. It's going to be a fun time. Good luck to you, young child. Because when you meet me, I'm going to be bigger and angrier and older, more gray. It's going to be fantastic.
And more testosterone.
And more testosterone. I'll be on a heavy dose by then. Yeah, when a dating scene comes, it's going to be an angry version of me. So give some tips for some of these people so they can walk away with something where saying, okay, I can change that.
I'll say, so for exercise, for training, definitely doing compound lifts. So doing resistance training, compound lifts, deadlifts, squats, bench press, these things is so important. You also want to do HIIT training, high intensity interval training. The sprints, I love the sprints.
Sprints are so good.
Hill sprints, 60 seconds. 60 seconds on, 60 seconds off, doing that 10 times, amazing. Walking is so good. And something new that I've started incorporating is actually doing some sort of yoga or Pilates for stretching and mobility, also for core strength.
Yeah, by the way, Pilates isn't like, if you just do Pilates, that's not you're not doing it.
No.
You're not doing anything.
No.
Like you're stretching, but you need to lift.
Yes.
Men and women.
Yes.
And women, please do not say, I don't want to gain muscle like a man. You won't.
It doesn't happen.
I don't want biceps like you, Tomo. It took me 20 years to get these biceps. Are you out of your mind? You think you're going to accidentally get 20-inch arms? Are you crazy?
2 days. 2 days. I'll say this about women, though, because we mentioned that. Because we're talking about hormones, I see so many women with PCOS.
Oh, huge.
Right?
Huge problem.
And that is due to insulin resistance. Again, the metabolic dysfunction. Now, the main reason for that is either because the woman is overweight, or if she's not overweight, she probably has too little muscle. Sarcopenia.
There you go.
I recently, 2 days ago, spoke with a guy whose wife is thin, but she has PCOS. So how do you deal with that? Obviously, you can do it medically, but the foundational way to do it is actually build more muscle.
Yep.
Not Pilates, strength training.
Yep.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah, it's so good.
Amazing.
I want to talk about supplements.
Please.
Just simple supplements. Zinc, vitamin D3 and K2. Those are so important. Magnesium,
Huge.
creatine. Creatine is probably the only supplement that I will take with me whenever I
5
travel.
grams. You going heavy?
See, this is it. Because we just have very new research showing that 10 grams is good. It's
Yeah.
good for muscle mass. But you should probably look at something like 0.3 grams per kilo of body weight. So a third of your body weight in grams, you can supplement that. A little less for brain health, for optimal
I have seen
mental
this. I
performance.
saw this study recently,
Yes,
and
it's
we'll
new.
drop this study in here so you guys can see. We'll drop it in the
Yeah.
bottom,
Yeah.
so you can see some of these studies we're referencing.
Yeah.
But yeah, for brain health, that's huge.
Yes, that's very, very
And very important what you said. Vitamin D3
with K2.
with K2. Why?
Because you want to avoid atherosclerosis.
And K2 also helps shuttle D3.
Yes.
Your doctor's not telling you this more. Dr. Raphael is.
Probably not. Probably
Dr. Raphael is. So D3 and K2, huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
And D3 acts like a hormone, by the way.
It does.
Yeah.
And you need D3 to build testosterone.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Anything else that you would like to leave before we wrap this up? We talked about a lot. We gave them a lot of information. I really hope everybody found this valuable, and thank you guys for watching. We're here in Dubai. I'm in the process of building a spa rejuvenation clinic here in Dubai.
Which is going to be the leading clinic in the world for longevity, anti-aging, and hormonal optimization. I don't doubt it at all.
And Dr. Raphael and I are good friends. We're brothers. We're in similar organizations together. He and I have a massive amount of respect for each other. We've traveled the world together.
We do.
We've been in Europe. We've been in the Middle East. Where else have we been? We've been to Asia yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. We're going soon. Yeah. So we want to revolutionize health, wellness, longevity, optimization, not just for Dubai, not just for the U.S., not just for Europe. He's in Denmark. We want to build a healthcare revolution together. So any final words that you have for this audience to kind of maybe get them to change their perspective on their wellness and longevity?
Yeah, I think so. Some of the most important things in life is not adding, but it's actually taking away. The most important things for a better life, for better longevity, health span, lifespan, is actually taking the bullshit away. Take that away. The bad foods, the no activities, not sleeping properly. So obviously the bad foods are the worst. Take that away. Reduce that.
Mm-hmm.
And then just have normal foods. This is the animal-based foods that you want to have. Don't do all the processed things. Walk. Mm-hmm. Simple stuff. Being healthy is so easy. It's so simple.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that people can't even control what they put in their own mouths.
Yeah.
That's the whole issue, right? And then obviously, okay, if you're in that negative spiral, okay, but then make a decision, be that different type of person, and then rather take away than think that you have to put different supplements and different things on top, because that's not going to work. You need the foundation on point first.
I'll leave you guys with this quote, and it's from somebody that I actually had on my podcast, a good friend of mine in America. His name is Patrick Carr. He said, "It's never too late to stop a bad decision." And I love when he said that, and I think it actually came from his late father. It's never too late to stop a bad decision. So when you think about your health, oh, I'm already fat, oh, I'm already eating bad, it's never too late. You can always change course, you can always reverse, you can always make a new decision, and you can always say, I'm going to stop this now. Here's to your health, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Dr. Raphael, appreciate you coming on the podcast, brother.
Thanks for having me.
And, here's to your health, here's to longevity, here's to wellness. We hope to see you here in Dubai and in Denmark and in the U.S. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.